It's the home of the 76ers here in Philadelphia as 2K Sports brings you today's action live from the Wells Fargo Center. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. For the Portland Trail Blazers. As they come in. To tonight's game after the loss to the Charlotte Hornets. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, both of these teams, Clark, like to run offense through the post. Yeah, we call that dine-in eating. They're going inside to eat and make it happen. They're not going to settle for the drive-through window. They're going to make it happen in the paint. The physicality and throwing that ball inside often and consistent. Here's Lillard after Ben Simmons' bucket. The shot by Powell, no good. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Chauncey Billups. Dave, what do you have to say?
Well, Kevin, he said for them to prevail, they've got to be stout in the post and close off those driving lanes. If they fail to do those two things, it could be a very long night. And to be honest, it didn't sound like he thought they could.
Thank you, David. Portland moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Curry. Simmons on the wing. Pass to Embiid. Plays it up and banks it in. Embiid has such balance and agility for a big man. He's able to work through contact and still finish with touch.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone more confident than Embiid.
He's got plenty of confidence, and he's a funny guy, too. Extremely entertaining. He said, the mindset I get when I'm on the floor is that I'm the best player in the gym. And much of the time, he ain't wrong.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Down low. Trying to find Covington. Gets it to him. Nobody near Nurkic. No good on the triple. And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there. Now here's Lillard. And finished off by Nurkic.
You can't allow Nurkic to get that kind of position. When you do, he is going to rattle that rim.
Here's Simmons. Misses that one. His first miss of the night. 2 for 3. It's stolen by Harris. Embiid with it. Now defended by McCollum.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Inside. Here's Nurkic.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Pass to Embiid. 1:41 left here in the opening quarter. Another shot. Nurkic with the block.
And that 7'2" wingspan for Nurkic, he can just gobble up shots. He knocks that one away with authority.
Lillard attacking. And Lillard throws it down.
Oh! Is Dame trying to get in the dunk contest? Looked like it on that incredible finish.
Pass to Green, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Here's Nurkic, guarded by Embiid. Second shot opportunity. So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
All right, coming up.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
All right, fans, that was your Sixers dance team. Make some noise.
There's 53 seconds left to play here in the first. Just 5 on the clock. Portland needs to get off a shot. Here's Zeller. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
CJ McCollum.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Outside Curry. Looking to end the run. And it's Embiid scoring on a gorgeous play. Embiid's got his second basket.
You see why they go to Embiid in close. I mean, he's more than capable of getting it in the hoop.
And a wide open look for McCollum.
CJ McCollum.
Bangs home the trifecta.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
From 6 away, Embiid misses from short range.
That's the end of it.
And so it's Portland holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're deep.
Dance team. Fans, your Sixers dance.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the open man and getting some easy baskets.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Pick by Zeller. To the inside. Rebound by the 76ers. Here's Milton, and they cash in right away with the quick shot.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
Pick by Zeller. Here's McCollum, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
That's his first.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
For the Trailblazers.
Portland shooting their first foul of the night.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
McCollum's carved out an impressive NBA career for himself, and I think he's still ascending. He was the 10th pick in the 2013 NBA draft. He's still got plenty of upside.
To the paint. Here's Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
Bang, bang play right there, and Zeller, as always, showing good agility on that move.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. The Sixers have improved under Doc Rivers to help to define roles. Rivers said, I did that day one. We're playing through Joel, but Ben is the facilitator. And Simmons said, Doc's holding everybody accountable. It's about staying focused and not getting distracted. We have to stay locked in. Kevin, back to you.
Well, they've got the talent for sure, D.A. Thank you. To the middle, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Thrown down with Forrest Drummond with great feel around the rim. Now, usually he's one of the leading dunkers in the NBA because he doesn't waste any time or motion in there.
Here's Zeller, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Zeller's got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers. Pass to Milton. Out to the right wing. That's a 2 from Simons. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Pass to Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
Assisted.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
From past the arc. He can't get it to go. Now the 76ers take it the other way.
Trailblazers.
If you look at the leaders in rebounding, it's almost a sure thing that Drummond's name is going to be near the top of that list. That's the kind of impact on the boards he's made over his career.
Trailblazers, timeout. 2, 1, a T-shirt.
Here's Embiid. That one's good. Just his third make. Brings him to 3 for 8 in this game. And Greg, when it comes to players who've led the league in rebounding, very few have done it as many times as Drummond.
And of the guys that have done it more than twice, like Andre, I've got some good news for him. Every one of them is either in the Hall of Fame or soon will be.
Second team foul.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Nurkic.
76ers foul.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Embiid.
Third team foul.
Just a load. I mean, at 7 feet, Nurkic also moves well, and that combo gets him to the line a bunch.
And both free throws good for Nurkic. The 76ers trailed by 14. Pass to Harris. Curry with the bounce pass. Here's Embiid. It's in the bucket for his 4th field goal. Shooting at a 4 of 9 clip.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And, that's a really good sign. They stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
Here's Curry with the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the half. Lillard attacking, and he snakes it down right on top of Joel Embiid.
Boy, the ability to knife inside and convert Lillard is fearless when it comes to attacking the basket.
And stolen by Lillard. And here's the fast break. From deep, McLemore gets the 3-pointer to fall. McLemore's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. "19 seconds left in the second quarter. Good on the bucket.
Well, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
Pass to Lillard. There's a screen by Covington. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
With the score, your 76ers, 22. The Trailblazers, 37.
And so it's Portland riding a 15-point lead. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. There might be more talent at the point guard position now, Greg, than there's ever been in the NBA. But who do you think sits at the top of that list?
I mean, Kevin, there's so many incredible talents. And not that I'm dodging it, but honestly, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It depends on what kind of tickles your fancy in terms of the point guard. If it's the ability to shoot and play without it, Steph's at the top of your league list. But then you get a guy like Chris Paul, who I think is as good as anybody's ever been in the pick and roll. So they're just different ways to approach this thing. And, of course, now I've forgotten 4 or 5 guys that I should have added into this conversation. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And here's Embiid. 10 points for him. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul goes against Portland.
You know, you can't go for the shot fake. As soon as Embiid has you in the air, it's over. You're done.
And so he hits both. Last season, Embiid posted career highs as a scorer. And, Greg, he did it with unbelievable efficiency.
And how about hovering around that coveted 50, 40, 90 club? What's amazing is how comfortable he looks. The defense is never able to speed him up.
Lillard with it. Now Green defending. Screen by Nurkic. Lillard attacking. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first
Well, we
foul.
talk about the clutch scoring of Damian Lillard. I'll put it in black and white. Since he entered the league in 2012, nobody has more makes in the last 20 seconds of a game to tie or go ahead. Nobody.
And the list of players with multiple series-clinching buzzer beaters in the playoffs, Michael Jordan and Damian Lillard.
And with a little bon voyage wave of the hand for good measure, Dame time is as real as it gets.
Outside Curry. Embiid with it. He's got 12. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Embiid is unstoppable, just too strong for the defense, no matter what they throw at him.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe. I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Good evening, Kevin. Now, the NBA does get high marks for its diversity, but there is some frustration on that front. Look at head coaches and front office positions. All-star Karl Anthony Towns said, men of color deserve a chance to lead a team, run an organization, and make their mark. Not just with a jersey on, but with a suit on. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now Embiid, 17 points in the game. What a terrific move that was. Embiid's got 19 points.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Embiid with it. Now defended by McCollum. And the dunk by Embiid.
You know, every year Embiid seems to kick his scoring up just a notch. I think he realizes how dominant he can be.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Lillard fires away from way outside. And they'll get another chance. The 3 ball. Curry with the steal. .144 left in the third quarter. Lobbed up there for Embiid. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And Embiid has a really high basketball IQ. Superb at recognizing when to leap for the alley-oop jam.
Screen by Nurkic. The 3 from McCollum. No good. And Philadelphia the other way now.
All right, fans, on your feet, make some noise. Who wants to shout?
In almost almost entirely new group here for Portland. The 76ers trail by 15. Pass to Drummond. Zeller grabs the board. The Blazers on offense. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. They can look forward to the Cavaliers after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. And that'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Here's McCollum. Over in the corner, Zeller. 4 on the clock. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. 10 points for Cody Zeller.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Here's Drummond. Hits the jump hook. Drummond's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Can't hit from in close. The 76ers trail by 15. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game time. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Pass to Zeller. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Zeller's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, Zeller just a really skilled offensive center. I mean, this guy has a nice touch and really good awareness and finishing ability around the hoop.
C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight.
It's your Sixers
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Trailblazers leading by 17. 3-pointer, Lillard. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Pass to Korkmaz. 3-pointer. That one, no good. And here's Portland. Out to the wing. 3-pointer, Snell. Nance a screen. To the paint. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
assist from.
And the Trailblazers lead by 19. Now Milton going inside. And he uses the glass on the layup.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
To the inside. Berliner inside. And deep. Zeller pops it in.
You know, this is why you run the offense through Damian Lillard. I mean, sure, he's going to get his, but he's also going to make sure others get theirs, too.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Call for Philadelphia.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute them because his shot making is not happening right now.
Into the lineup for the Blazers.
The 76ers trail by 19. Pass to Embiid. Oh, and the jam by Embiid.
Boy, this big guy, Joel Embiid, is a center with an awesome dunking arc.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Knocks down the three ball.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
Good try by Simmons. And that'll be two free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first
And
personal
that
foul.
strange tension in
First
the air.
team foul.
That's Ben Simmons and the 76ers. What looked like a surefire separation never materialized.
CJ
And
McCollum.
Simmons now still with the team. I can tell you he has a lot to prove this year.
Embiid inside. Plays it up off the glass. Embiid's got 27.
just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Sixers dance team. Into the lineup for the Blazers, Jusuf Nurkic.
Trailblazers leading by 21.
Norman Powell.
Now here's Lillard. Drives to the hoop. And he slams it down right on top of Joel Embiid.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Back to Curry. Here's Embiid. Shoots over Nurkic. Embiid, no good. And here are the Blazers. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. Here's Lillard. Simmons pulls it in.
2 minutes remaining.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
That's his first.
Hey, Clark, you played in a very physical era. What do you think about the way fouls are called right now?
I really don't have a problem with it, Kevin. I mean, some of the fouls that were allowed in years past, way back in the 70s and 80s, I mean, those were borderline flagrant 3 kind of fouls. The game was more physical, and it was accepted as such, but I don't know if that was necessarily good for the game. I think now the way they have it set up and the way it's officiated as it relates to physicality and flagrant fouls, yeah, it may be a little bit too far the other way, but I think it's the right balance overall.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Portland.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Cody Zeller.
Tell you what, this guy worked his behind off on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
Trailblazers.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Launches a 3, and Joel Embiid pulls it down. Here's Philadelphia. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. The putback, and Embiid is right there.
Embiid right there to get the rebound and put it right back up. Excellent anticipation.
Lillard outside. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin.